Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru. It is July 2nd, 2024, and I am here to talk about the Candy Cup event happening right now in Candy Crush Saga. If you find these videos helpful, please like and subscribe. So let me first talk about the basics. The Candy Cup is very similar to the All-Stars event we recently saw play out from, I think it was March until June. There are leaderboards, there are knockout rounds, it's tough competition. But there are some substantial differences. First off, the All-Stars had a prize pool of $1 million. That's not going to happen here. No cash awards for this one. The best you can hope to get at the very end for the grand prize is 50 party poppers. Now, as far as boosters are concerned, these are the top booster in my opinion. They are spectacular on a board. But still, you're only getting 50 party boosters. But here's the other difference. The All-Stars event had 10 finalists that won money, and one top winner, Ben, yay Ben, who earned $500,000 for all of his efforts. And so it was a big prize, but very restricted in the number of people who could participate. Whereas for the Candy Cup, what happens is at the very end, there will be 10,000 leaderboards for the final. And the person who scores the very top of their individual leaderboard will earn the 50 party poppers. And the people in the top 10 spots, so 2 through 9, will receive something less than, but still, a prize, but less than the 50 party poppers. That means instead of one person winning $500,000, we have 10,000 people eligible to win 50 party poppers. And then still a whole bunch of other people who can win something from the event. So it's not going to be as hard, but the stakes, of course, aren't as great. You need to consider all of that when you decide whether or not you want to participate in this event and what you are willing to commit. Because in order to beat this event, a lot of people will invest a lot of boosters. And if you've earned those boosters for free, no problem. But if you have paid for those boosters and you're throwing those boosters into the pot for a chance to get more boosters, A, you might be spending more than you're getting, and B, if you fail to achieve it, you've spent without getting really anything in return. That's a possibility. Now, as we play these, we might get thrown little boosters here and there. It may be worth it. I think the people who got in the top spot of their qualifying events, they got one party popper, which is nice. Party poppers are great boosters. But I want you to be aware of what the risks are and what the rewards are, so you can assess how that works for you. For me, one of the big problems is these events all end, or a lot of them at least end, at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, which is 1 a.m. my time. And I'm normally not up then. This Candy Cup event, the first knockout, started this morning on July 2nd, and it goes through July 5th at 3 a.m. Eastern. So that is 1 a.m. for me. And normally that would be just way too late. I would be asleep. It would throw off my entire schedule. However, since it happens to fall hard on the heels of July 4th for me, that means that I have a greater chance than normal to actually to show up here, to be awake during the end of the Candy Cup. But because of the activities and spending time with my family, I might not remember to show up here. This is my plan. Plan A is not to play any levels on this profile at all. Because as soon as I play a level, I'm entered onto the leaderboard. And I'm entered onto people who are aggressive Candy Crush players. And they're going to be going for it. And I don't have the time to invest a couple of days just playing this game. I've got other things to do. I have food to make in order to, celebrate the 4th of July with my family. So what I like to do is I like to show up with the slackers. I like to wait until the very end, and then about an hour or two before the event ends, I like to jump in, win a level, and see if I can make it into one of the top slots. So that's my plan here. Let's look at the terms and conditions and see, is it going to give us the information? Okay, it will. So, for the first knockouts, we need to finish in the top 3 of the leaderboard to be entered into the second knockouts. So I don't even have to make it to the very top spot. I just have to be in one of the top 3 spots. If I can make it to the top spot, I might get a party popper. You'll usually get a bigger chest with better rewards for first place than you will for second or third place. That's just how it goes. And then for those of you who haven't made it into the qualifier stage, you still have a second chance stage that you can try to enter, but it's more difficult because instead of being in the top 5 or top 3 spots, you have to make it into the top spot. So, and here is the schedule. And so it's going to end July 5th for me, which is, just an hour into July 5th on the heels of July 4th. And then if we make it this way, we have to then try to participate in the second knockout. And that would be more difficult for me because it's 3 a.m. on July 9th. And I don't have any particular reason to stay up late on July 8th. So I might be in bed. I might think I'm going to participate. Even with this, so plan A is wait until there's an hour or two left in the game and jump in. Plan B is totally forget about it, enjoy my wonderful family, and forget about Candy Crush and be okay with it. No regrets. That's okay if that happens. I won't mind. So I do have a plan B that will help me to mitigate my expectations of myself. And even if I make it through here, I may forget by the time we get to second knockouts. If I get to the final stage, we're automatically assigned there are 10,000 leaderboards, and so my idea of slacking probably won't work. Although I'll still try it, because here's what I know. I don't want to invest a whole lot of time. I know what my boundaries are. And so I may wait until close to the end. Maybe, halfway through the day I might jump in. And then I'll see. And if people already have 5 million points, I'm going to go, oh, well, I'm not going to spend the rest of my day doing this. But if I end up getting onto a leaderboard where the top person has 100,000 points, I might go, okay, so there's a competition. I might be able to make it to the top. I probably won't, but I might be able to. So I might jump in and join. And again, I won't be disappointed if I don't make it. I mean, I'm human, so there may be a bit of disappointment. Sometimes I get frustrated with myself, like, oh man, if I had just used a few boosters, since I get them for free anyway, I might have been able to stay in the race and get it done. But I ended up, 10 points behind the top person. I might feel a little disappointment, but I still won't worry too much because it's a game and someone will win and a lot of people won't, and I'm okay with that. And even if I only make it into the top 10, I'll still get a reward. But, I'll reiterate, if I show up and people are already way ahead of me, the top 10 slots are already filled and there's no way that I think that I can catch up without draining myself completely, emotionally and physically, I'll go, okay, good for them. And then here's the other thing. If you go through all of this, they have a very limited time that you have to claim your prize. You have to claim your prize within 24 hours of winning it. So don't stop at 3 a.m. Eastern time and go, phew, made it, I'm done. And then sleep for the next 24 hours and miss claiming your prize. That would be, I think, the worst that would happen. Showing up 25 hours later going, oh no, I put in all that effort and I was really expecting those and didn't get them. So anyway, that is my information. I'm going to leave this alone. If I play a level, I'll be put on a leaderboard. I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to leave it alone, and I will see you back here in a couple of days. Either to show you my outcome, whether I win or lose, or to tell you that I totally forgot to play. We'll find out how we go. All right, that is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.